Hey there folks, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at the newest Halloween 2018 rehaul. Actually, I got two that I just finished and I got a third one that I'm working on pretty shortly. But this is based off of the stunt mask from the Halloween 2018 film. It doesn't have the Velcro on the side, but largely the paint job is based off the stunt mask. It's my personal favorite of the masks from the original 2018 film. The other one that I finished is based off Nick Castle's copy, which I can grab that. Just a little bit of a look at this one. This is based off Nick Castle's copy, and the next one that I will be doing will be based off the hero because I technically haven't done a hero version yet since I've gotten a little bit better with my techniques and stuff like that. The previous one that I did was also a stunt mask, but I think this one captures the look of the stunt mask a little bit more. You can see that the mask does have some of the major kind of dirt marks that match the stunt mask around the forehead and stuff like that. I will show pictures of that. And the kind of more severe lines coming down the side, the Nick Castle mask doesn't have that. And then the regular hero doesn't have the lines coming all the way down. The mouth, the dirt around the mouth is a little bit more severe and stuff like that. The dirt all around the mask is a little bit more severe than it is on the hero version. There's quite a fewer number of colors with the hero, or with the stunt mask. The stunt mask is mostly just your skin tone, or the base white with a lot of just different browns and stuff. The hero mask has a little bit more greens, yellows, stuff like that in there, and it's an overall brighter mask. It's not quite as dirty on the base of the neck. And then also, technically you could add the blood in the eye, but from what I can tell, the stunt mask doesn't have the blood on the eye, so I didn't bother with it. The hair is using crepe hair. It's a color that probably isn't perfect. I had to actually use two different colors. So I had to darken the color on top a little bit to get it closer to the other color that I used. Largely it matches pretty well, but I wanted to get rid of that other color that I had. But the majority of it is just using a medium brown. It's probably not the best color for it, but I feel like with this mask it works pretty well. With this one, I used wool hair. Or not wool, I don't know why I keep wanting to call it that. I used camel hair. So you can see there's a little bit of a difference in color there. This is also my first time using the camel hair. And I did use it for a few masks since, and I do like it. I think it has its strengths, but I still largely gravitate towards the crepe hair. But yeah, so you can see that right there. I'll give you a little bit of a rotation of the mask. You can see the side right there. A lot of the lines are done with just the wash, but also a variation of hand-painted details and just layering. That's one of the biggest things that I've learned over the years trying to do these masks is you're not going to get all of the cracks with just a wash in the dry brushing. There's a level of layering that you have to do. You know, you do your dry brushing and then you do your wash, and then you might need to do a little bit more dry brushing, then you might need to do another smaller wash. It's just patience and stuff like that. As you can see in the back here, there's not any really noticeable color difference in the hair. It's like there's a slight variation with the original hair that I bought and then what I decided to use for this one. So it's not too bad. The hair does look a little bit glossy in some spots because the gel hasn't dried all the way. So that won't look like that once it's all done. And I really like the frizziness that I got with this one. I'm starting to get really good with the frizzy look. I actually went back and kind of matted up this mask a little bit more. This is one that I said was not for sale a couple of years, or last year rather. So I'm starting to get really good at that. I'm proud of how the hair is coming out. It's definitely becoming a very it's definitely becoming one of my favorite parts of doing the masks now because I'm getting pretty good at it. Not to pat myself on the back, but I'm almost more excited to work on the hair than I am the rest of the paint jobs anymore, so. Okay, so there's a look at the hair. You can get that nice nest action. You can see where some of the gel's a little bit still wet. That'll dry, obviously, so don't worry about that. You can see the hairline right there. With my previous attempt, I had the layers going up because I can't remember what picture it was. I can't seem to find it since, but I thought there was a picture of the hair being layered up. I don't know if it was a Kills mask or an 18 mask, but I thought he had done that with one of the masks, and I can't seem to find it now. But a lot of the pictures I see, it does look like the hairline's going down like this. So I started to do that again. The matting, I mean, technically I can pull this forward if I want to cover that up a little bit, but it seems like the way that Christopher Nelson has these styled, you can see a little bit of the hairline, and some of it's covered, like you can see right there with the matting. It's just looking real nasty. Like I said, I'm getting very pleased with how the way the hair looks nowadays compared to when I first started, of course. You can see there's the camel hair. Looking pretty solid. There's still some tweaking that needs to be done with my overall finish on them. But largely, I think it's getting to be where I want it to be. You can see a little variation in the colors there. That's a little bit of a darker brown and some lighter brown. And then that whole detail's really kind of darkened in. Mixture of hand brush, or hand painted and washes. Few different colored browns in there. So yeah, the stunt mask is definitely one of my favorite. This neck this time around is a little bit darker than it probably should be. I don't know why I keep falling out of focus there. Sorry about that, guys. The neck is probably a little bit too dark this time around, but I personally like it. It's getting harder and harder to get rid of these masks now, but this guy's already sold, unfortunately, so he's not up for grabs right now. He is. As soon as this video is done, he's going to get boxed up, and, well, I'm going to let the hair dry, but he's going to get boxed up and then shipped out. So you can see that. There's a little bit different variation on the finish of the mask. Some areas a little bit glossier, some are a little bit more matte. They kind of only catch a sheen in certain lighting. I kind of like that approach. With the Halloween 2 mask, I did try to do more of a glossy finish with this one, but I actually want to go back and make it matte in some areas because I feel like that's almost more realistic than being all shiny or all matte, because, you know, when things consistently get rubbed, they start to polish. So some areas being a little bit glossy, I think that kind of works, and then some areas being more matte. So yeah, guys, really getting excited with how these are coming out. And then the back is really nothing too crazy, nothing special. There's not a lot of good reference for the back, so it's kind of just, you know, what you would expect. The wash carries through, and then some darker paint, and then the hair. And again, you can't really tell a huge color difference. Like, I got it from the same seller, and they were both labeled as medium brown, but I got them a few years apart, so, like, there's just the slightest color difference. It's kind of hard to tell. Even the camera doesn't really want to pick it up. It's easier to tell on camera than it is in person, but this is freaking out, so I'm going to turn this back around. So yeah. Yeah, guys, definitely really happy with how this is coming out, or how this has come out. It could always use more work, but I got to ship the guy out. I told the buyer that I would ship it out Monday, so I just wanted to do this quick video and then ship him out. But yeah, you can see that little piece right there. It seems to be pretty prominent on a lot of the Christopher Nelson masks, I've noticed now. This one's kind of fallen down a little bit, but he was supposed to be right here, kind of poking out. See that there, but that's not a video for this guy. So yeah, like even the ends masks seem to have that little hook piece right there. I'm sorry about the focus, guys, bro. This is crazy, but yeah, you can see that right there. Looking pretty sharp. Really proud of how this guy's come out. Yeah. Definitely want to keep it. I'm a little bit more fond of this one than I am of the Nick Castle's personal copy. This, again, is based off the Stunt mask. And then I have one that I will be working on shortly that's going to be based off the Hero. I haven't actually attempted to try the Hero mask. Because well, first of all, I don't have a whole lot of reference for it. It's hard to find good reference for the actual Hero mask other than promotional images. A lot of the masks that you see behind the scenes or that are just reference pictures, they're of the Nick Castle mask or the Stunt mask. There's not a lot of great pictures of the actual Hero mask, so it's a bit of a pain. But yeah, guys, I think we're going to cut it off here and then maybe do some outside shots. All right, guys, so it's getting to be a little dreary out here. So I'm going to be kind of quick with this because it's doing a little bit of light sprinkling. Obviously, I don't want the mask to be sitting in that. So we're doing a little bit of a quick outside look here. You can see some natural rain, or some natural light. A little bit of a rainy day here. You can see that the mask is looking pretty sharp. Yep. My cousin commented on this mask when I posted it. And in his words, he said it was pain. So that is forever what this mask will be labeled as, is straight pain. So yeah, love to my cousin. He will be playing Michael Myers in future Halloween fan films, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, the hair is looking pretty spectacular. Not to toot my own horn, but I do really like it. Let's go ahead and spin this guy around. Again, you can get a look. There's not a huge difference in the hair. It's hard to tell in person. I did spray the hair a little bit darker to try to help match it in, but I don't know why there's a color difference. I got them from the same seller, and they're both supposed to be medium brown, so I think it's, I mean, I've gotten some hair like the light brown gray where they're mixtures, where sometimes they're a little bit more gray, sometimes they're a little bit more brown, so I guess it's just all fluctuation in the color there, but it's not super noticeable in person. And I did spray the hair, so it all has a little bit of a darker brown mixed through. So yeah. Nice wide shot right there. Alright guys, I think that's about it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell. All that would be greatly appreciated if you decide to do so. And of course, until next time, true believers.